Hello, today I'm going to show you how to get input into your Visual Basic program using TextBoxes. So I have my form set up here, and there's a couple of important things to note. We have two text boxes. So we're going to allow the user to type their stuff in here, and then we'll get that into our program. So this first text box is called txtnum1, and the second text box is called txtnum2. We also have two buttons. The first one is btn add, and the second one is btn multiply. So what this program is going to do is, first the user will type in two numbers into these boxes, and then they can click add, and we're going to show them those two numbers added together. And if they click multiply, we'll show them what those two numbers multiply out to. So let's go ahead and switch over to the code. So I'm going to double click on my add button. Okay, so I have my header up there. So when we click add, what we want to do is first to get those two numbers from the text boxes. So to get input from the user, we need variables to store that information. So I'm going to dim num1 as integer and dim num2 as integer, and then I'm going to dim sum as integer. So we have three variables set up. The next thing we'll do is actually get the input from the form. So we're going to say num1 is equal to txtnum1 dot text. So we take whatever text is in the text box and we store it in num1. And hopefully the user's entered a number. We'll do the same thing with num2 and the second text box. Then we do our sum calculation. So sum equals num1 plus num2. And then finally, we need to show the user the answer. So I'm going to use a message box for that. So msg box. And I'm going to show them that num1 plus num2 is equal to sum. Oh, and I forgot the ampersand there. There we go. Okay, so that should be our add button. Let's go ahead and try it out. So let's try an easy one to start. 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Awesome. That checks out. Let's try something a bit harder. 25 plus 10. Add. 25 plus 10 equals 35. That checks out too. Excellent. The multiply button obviously isn't going to do anything yet, so let's stop our program and let's add some code to the multiply button. Now this multiply button is going to look pretty similar to our add button. So we're going to dim num1 as integer, dim num2 as integer. We're going to dim this time the product as integer. Again, we're getting our input from the text boxes. So num1 is txtnum1.text. Num2 is txtnum2.text. Our calculation is a little different, right? So product equals num1 times num2. And then our output's going to look pretty similar. So I'm going to take my output from my add button, Control-C, copy it, and Control-V, paste it down here. This time we want the asterisk there for multiplication, and we'll change that sum to product. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that out. So our first number 2 and 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is also 4. Let's try something harder. 20 times 2. 20 times 2 is 40. Excellent. How about 31 times 31? 961. That checks out as well. So that is an example of how you can use text boxes to get input into your Visual Basic programs.